Swadika, thank you for joining us for the midday edition of NBT World Brief right here on NBT and NBT World. You're with me, Nawarat Wong Araya. We begin with the Royal Thai Army has acknowledged reports of forest fires along the Thai-Cambodian border, confirming the incidents did not originate from the Thai side and pose no threat to national security. Royal Thai Army spokesperson Major General Winthai Suwari says authorities have received field reports of forest fires burning along the Thai-Cambodian border. The fires were observed on the Cambodian side opposite to Chongbok, Prawihan, and Chongkhana. Initial inspections confirmed the fires were not caused by Thai forces. Authorities are still investigating whether the burning is linked to military activity or agricultural purposes. Officials warn that extreme heat from the fires could increase the risk of detonations from unexploded ordnance left in some border areas. As for reports of gunfire-like sounds, the Army says checks have found no evidence of clashes or of weapons being used. The Commander-in-Chief of the Royal Thai Army has visited the area to monitor operations and meet troops, instructing units to reinforce defensive positions and operational bases for safety, particularly in case emergency response plans must be activated. All units have also been urged to exercise heightened caution due to the continued presence of landmines believed to remain in several locations along the border. The Army reaffirmed it is closely monitoring the situation while continuing efforts to strengthen security in the area. Thailand's National Economic and Social Development Council, or NESDC, has raised its economic growth outlook for 2026, following stronger than expected GDP expansion in the final quarter of last year. NESDC Secretary General Danucha Pitayatnan reported that Thailand's economy grew 2.5% in the fourth quarter of 2025, surpassing earlier estimates and lifting full-year growth to 2.4%. The expansion was driven by government stimulus measures, accelerated public investment, and eased investment procedures for the private sector. Private consumption rose 3.3%, while total investment expanded by more than 8%. Based on the improved momentum, the NESDC has revised Thailand's 2026 GDP forecast to a range of 1.5 to 2.5%, with a midpoint of 2%, and that's up from the previous projection of 1.7%. Key supporting factors include continued private consumption and investment growth, higher government budget spending in both recurrent and capital expenditures, a recovery in tourism, and favorable water conditions supporting the agricultural sector. Private consumption is projected to grow 2.1%, private investment 1.9%, and exports 2%. With average inflation expected between -0.3 and 0.7%. However, the council cautioned that risks remain, particularly global economic and trade volatility, elevated household debt, and limited credit access for small and medium-sized enterprises. The finance minister says the country's economy has moved past its most fragile period following stronger than expected fourth quarter GDP growth. Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister Niti Thanpraphat said Thailand's economy is now past the brink after fourth quarter GDP growth exceeded expectations. The finance minister noted that the economy expanded 2.5% in quarter four of 2025, which is far above the earlier forecast of 0.3%, lifting full-year growth to 2.4%, despite prior concerns of a severe late-year slowdown. The improvement was driven by government stimulus measures, including the Kola Krung Plus co-payment scheme, the Travel Together tax incentive program, and accelerated public spending on training and seminars. These policies boosted consumer and investor confidence, as well as the Thai stock market, helping circulate liquidity nationwide and expanding the economy's total size to 19 trillion baht, which is about 300 billion baht higher than expected. Private consumption grew 3.3%, while total investment rose 8%, supported by 15% growth in public investment and 6% growth in private investment, signaling stronger investment momentum.
วันนี้เนี่ยมันก็ต้องบอกว่าเป็นกำลังใจให้กับทีมทำงานทุกคนที่เราสามารถงัดให้เศรษฐกิจไทยพ้นจากหล่มได้นะครับตรงนี้ผมคิดว่าเป็นสิ่งที่อยากจะขอบคุณประชาชนชาวไทยทุกคนด้วยที่มีความมั่นใจแล้วก็ทำให้ตัวเลขกำลังซื้อต่างๆออกมามากมายขอลงรายละเอียดตัวเลขให้เห็นภาพเล็กน้อยจะได้วัดว่าเป็นยังไงภาพรวมเนี่ยเศรษฐกิจไทยโต 2.5% ในไตรมาสที่4นะครับทำให้ทั้งปี 2.4% ถ้าเราดูเม็ดเงินรายได้ประชาชาติหรือที่เรียกว่า nominal GDP เนี่ยเราเกือบแตะ19 ล้านล้านแล้วนะครับก็มันดีกว่าที่คาดการประมาณ 300,000 ล้านนี่คือเม็ดเงินที่ออกมาเป็นเม็ดเงินของประชาชนนี่คือเม็ดเงินที่หมุนในระบบเศรษฐกิจคิดว่าภาพรวมเศรษฐกิจไทยวันนี้เนี่ยเราจะเห็นว่าการขยายตัวเศรษฐกิจดีขึ้นมากนะครับ
Finance Minister Ekniti added that fiscal discipline remains intact, with no additional borrowing and no leakages in stimulus spending. The Finance Minister also plans to propose legal reforms to Deputy Prime Minister Bawanssak Wanno to ease investment procedures under a BOI fast pass policy, while Thailand's credit outlook remains stable, according to S&P. Meanwhile, a creative cultural campaign blending traditional Thai textiles with modern fashion is drawing attention in Nakhon province as locals promote community-based tourism ahead of the upcoming travel season. Residents in Nakhon are showcasing a unique cultural initiative pairing traditional Thai sashes, also known as SABAI in Thai, with denim jeans to promote tourism at BANKOK. The activity highlights local wisdom from Mapen district, while villagers feature Phra hand-woven textiles, which is a signature local fabric. Women of all ages wore the fabric as shoulder sashes, creatively mixing and matching them with contemporary denim, while performing traditional dances at Bridge number 8 in front of Wat Phanasawan. The event marks the official launch of Ban Phanasawan as part of a local creative tourism program designed to encourage visitor participation in community learning experiences. Tourists will be able to engage in 10 interactive learning bases organized by Mapen throughout March and April. Those interested in visiting the community can contact the Nakhon Community Development Office for more information. The Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, or BMA, is partnering with Germany to transform motorcycle taxi services into electric vehicles, aiming to cut air pollution and slash drivers' energy costs by 7 times. Bangkok Governor Thatchad Sittipan, in collaboration with the German International Cooperation Agency, or GIZ, has officially launched the EV for Win project under a win-win-win concept, benefiting the city, drivers, and the environment. The pilot phase will begin in Dindang and Payathai districts, allowing more than 200 motorcycle taxi riders and street sweepers to test electric motorbikes, with 30 participants selected for a 1-month free trial. The governor said over 80,000 motorcycle taxis operating across Bangkok are a key starting point in tackling pollution. Currently, fuel-powered bikes emit up to 100,000 tons of carbon dioxide annually, along with more than 16 tons of PM2.5 dust. In the long term, Bangkok aims to convert more than 90% of motorcycle taxis to electric vehicles, coordinating with funding sources and financial institutions to improve loan access for drivers. The shift is expected to cut energy costs by up to 5,000 baht per month per driver. And that wraps up our midday edition of NBT World Brief. Stay updated with the latest developments right here on NBT and NBT World. For more stories, simply scan the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Until next time, I'm Nawarat Wong Araya. Swadee ka.